Good evening, hello and welcome to all the Mana TV viewers. We are here with our first reality TV show, Captured with KROWN. So let's meet our first guest of this show, International Miss 2019, Kamini Shankar. Welcome, Kamini.
Thank you so much, Jimmy.
All right, have a seat. So let's hear it from our current title holder, International Miss Kamini Shankar. So Kamini, tell us a little bit about your background and how did you enter into pageantry?
All right, so I work as a solution advisor at Education Testing Services, so that's kind of like my full-time job. Other than that, I also own a fitness studio called FabFit, where I teach women group fitness classes. So these are my two main work streams. So a little bit about the journey that I have been through. I used to be a very heavy person. I used to be a size 16 person, 185 pounds, and a lot of health issues following that. So I went through this whole metamorphosis, I would usually call it, and I went from 185 pounds to 110, all through clean eating and exercise and things like that. So through that journey, I grew from being a caterpillar to a butterfly. Emotionally. And when that metamorphosis happened, I wanted to take my new self to a new level. I wanted to create a platform for myself which I could use to promote health awareness to other women who are in the same category as me. And that's how I first thought of entering a pageant, and I've never looked back.
I think that's very inspiring for all of us watching this, that how you can transform yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can reach that goal.
Absolutely.
Very good. So what do you work as a...
I'm a solution advisor, so I work in technology and I help different state Department of Education understand how they can use new technology to create different ways of testing for the K-12 world students or teachers in licensure and things like that.
Okay, and when was the first time you walked on the runway?
Wow, okay. Back in college, and by that I mean way back in college, so 15 years ago I think. I have walked the ramp for many designers back in India, and 15 years later, when I decided to do the same thing again, the first time I walked the ramp, Mrs. India New Jersey pageant, and that was the one that I participated in first. So that was back in December 2017.
And how did you do in that one?
I turned up to be the first runner-up in that one. Yes, thank you. Yes, it was a great experience.
So it's nothing new for you to do this now?
No, it's not. But it is always a great experience. So, it doesn't matter if you're a first timer or you've done this before, you always come out of a pageant learning so much more about yourself and about people in general.
Okay, so what made you go again for another pageant?
So, so the Mrs. India New Jersey, kind of just happened, and I did not really research much about pageantry before I entered. But once I had that experience, I said, you know what, this is something that I really love, and I want to explore further. So then I started to look up other pageants that are available, and one thing that really struck me about the International Miss India pageant is the mission statement that they follow with. So it's a great mission to connect women of enterprise and elegance from across the globe, and that just resonated with me very strongly because that's who I am. And I thought, okay, if I were to represent a platform, then this would be it.
Right, because living in US, you want to be amongst your other people.
Exactly.
You want to broaden your horizon. So I think this pageantry gave you a different platform altogether.
Absolutely, yes. And the opportunity to meet so many like-minded, strong women, including you, Juhi.
Thank you, thank you. So after International Miss India, I think you competed in New York?
That is correct. So, so after I won the International Miss India 2018 pageant, I got to represent India at the International Miss 2019. That was held in New York this year, and it was a 3-day pageant. Extraordinary experience. We had about 32 delegates that we were competing against each other, and each of them were just such a wonderful person to work with, and it was overall just a very enriching experience.
That's nice, because most of the pageants you compete with other Indians.
Right.
But this is one of the pageants which is very unique, And that's why we're going to bring all pageants on the show so you can choose, pick, represent correctly. If you want to be within Indian group, we have pageants, but if you do want to go international, that's the way to go, Kamini.
Exactly. And one thing that I would always say, if you are interested in participating in a pageant, definitely do some research on the history of the pageant and see if it resonates with you. Because whether you win the title or not, you are going to be representing that pageant system for the rest of your life. It follows with you. So if you don't believe in the mission statement, if you don't believe in what the pageant stands for, then that is not going to be a very nice experience for you to work with. So before you enter a pageant, always do some research on the history of the pageant, see how you like it, and then go forward with it. And it will end up being a very good experience, whether you win or not.
Right.
Does not matter.
Even if you don't win, you still are a winner. The fact that you participated.
Absolutely, and I can always say that the winning is a very small part of it. The crown is just the cherry on the top. The whole experience, that's the entire package, and it's like a personality development program. And you just learn so much more about yourself, about working with other people. So think about this, right? You're competing with other women who are like you, but at the same time, you're also having to cooperate with them, work with them.
Absolutely.
It's exactly like a corporate world, because you have to work on the same project, but you are also competing, for the same things. So it's very interesting overall. And what you learn from that, you can apply it to everything in life. Every aspect in life, you will know.
So it does teach you confidence.
Absolutely.
And how to deal with people. There are other positives about pageant.
Yes.
Pageantry has been defamed, that they think it's about glamour and glitz. But there's always an intelligent woman behind that.
Absolutely, and I think pageants have come a long way from what they used to be. So it's not about women getting dolled up, walking around, on the runway. It's so much more than that. And to be a title holder, first of all, the personality that it takes, the confidence it takes, it's a whole new level. And once you are a title holder, being able to be true to that title and be worthy of that crown, it takes a whole lot of confidence in that too.
All right, so the audience is not only going to listen to Kamini, but also going to watch her walk the ramp in that Indian outfit and evening gown. Kamini, our international miss, is going to share with us how she won the pageant. She's going to show us the Indian walk, evening gown walk, and you'll get the tips on how to win this crown in your next pageant. Welcome, Kamini, again. Let's show the viewers how you're going to walk and what made you bring the crown home.
All right. Well, the very first thing I would say is imagine yourself as being the most beautiful person on earth, right? Because unless you believe it, nobody else is going to believe it, right? So that's the first key. And then when we walk, we always, anytime you're presenting yourself on stage, you always stand very well grounded, not that, so very well grounded. You want to make sure your shoulders are back, your arms are at your sides, chin is up, and you have a slight tilt to your body. So your shoulders are back, so you get your entire profile is seen. So you pull yourself up long, and your torso is nice and long, and this is going to be your posture on the stage at any given time. And another trick that I also learned from one of the pageant coaches is instead of standing squared to the stage, you always stand at an angle. So it kind of leans you out, and it makes you look very nice on the stage. So always stand at an angle, and anytime you're on the stage, eye contact with the audience, very important. And if you have judges sitting there, you want to make eye contact with the judges, and not just make eye contact like fleeting. You want to know what the color of the eyes are for each of your judges. So that way, that's the amount of eye contact you want to have.
And not just the guys, even the women judges.
Absolutely, yes.
Because they can very well understand that.
Exactly, that is right.
So, all right, let's walk. Maybe I'll walk.
Yeah, sure thing. All right, so now we're back, shoulders back, nice and elongated torso, and we're ready to rock and roll. Right? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and then we pause, and then you lean back, pose. There you go.
Wow.
You got it.
A lot of stress. How did you handle all this?
So the idea is to make sure that you're having fun. So that's very important. So when you're having fun, it does not seem stressful. It does not seem, oh my God, what am I doing next? So instead of overthinking it, just have fun with the whole thing. That's very important.
I think that's a great tip. What do you say? All right, so are you ready to come back to us with the Indian look?
Absolutely. Just give me a minute and I'll be back.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
So while she's coming back, I'll tell you, pageantry everywhere, it's universal. They always have 3 rounds, 3 segments. They have an Indian dress, evening gown, talent portion, and of course, the most fearful of all is the interview round. You want to really learn this from the peers because it's very, very stressful. I just experienced it. So let's see Kamini back in the Indian gown. So you saw Kamini teaching us how to walk in the evening attire. Now we'll just see her take a beautiful walk in the Indian outfit. All right, so you did what you taught us. You gave the perfect 3/4. You were well poised. Now it's time to hear the scoop of your current experiences, your appearances, and your future goals.
Right, so it's been a very busy few months since the win. I've made a few appearances at these international, Miss pageant, and I also have the Mrs. Earth USA pageant coming up where I will be judging.
Ooh.
So that is going to be very interesting. So we have delegates from all over the US competing for the Mrs. Earth USA title. So I will be a judge there. And in December, I also have the Miss South Asia UK pageant coming up. So I will be traveling to London to be a judge on that pageant as well.
Very nice.
So it's been very busy and very exciting, making a lot of nice contacts, meeting a lot of interesting people. So
Not
that's
only
been
local
great.
in US, but across,
all
like
over the
UK.
world. Absolutely.
Very
Yes,
nice. So
yes.
you see title holders always go a step further in life, right?
Absolutely. No, it is absolutely a stepping stone. So it's a platform that gives you a whole new world.
So now when you walk on, wherever you go in grocery stores, what do people like? They turn around, they know you now?
Yes, and that has been a very new experience for me. So yeah, now people kind of notice and they're like, oh, I know you. And it's not just with the Indian American population, but because of the international title, that awareness has been very widespread. Sometimes I get very surprised with how many people have known this. But yeah, it's a very interesting experience overall.
Wow, and it's only been like 8 months.
That's right. Yep.
And you have a whole life to go for.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
this is going
just
to
the
be
beginning.
amazing.
Yep.
So very good, Kamini. You've shared such great experiences,
Thank
and
you.
now are you ready to meet our future contestants and give them some tips?
I cannot wait.
You
Very
are the
excited
role
for
model.
that.
This time we are bringing in contestants who are actually going to participate.
All right, so let's bring them on.
Let's do that. So let's welcome our first upcoming contestant in Mrs. Earth, New Jersey, Jyoti Sani. Yay. So welcome, Jyoti. I'm so excited you're participating in the upcoming Mrs. Earth, New Jersey.
Absolutely, Juhi. Even I am so excited to participate, and I would like to ask Kamini a couple of questions before I
the whole
enter.
idea.
Yeah, that's
the whole idea of this show with the the beauty queen is that she'll give you tips.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can bring the crown home as well.
Oh my God! Yeah, Kamini has.
All right, go fire. It's a rapid fire round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have many questions for you, Kamini,
right.
and I'll start from the beginning. As you know, the pageant always, this is not my first pageant though,
Right.
but you know how it goes. We are so stressful. We will talk to our friends and they will be guiding us. The more guidance we know, the more confusion it
confusing.
creates. So we need some kind of a mentor who will be 1 or 2 who can guide us very well.
Okay.
And at the same time, we have to believe them, because if you change your decisions as you have decided that, okay, this is my outfit and I'm going to go that. And second thing, that somebody says, oh no, this color is not suiting on you, and you change. And if you keep on changing, Kamini must be knowing more than what I'm saying. So you have to tell us what to eat, how we should exercise.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
because you told, I know your
Okay.
story, and you are great. You know how it goes, and you know how what to eat, how to sleep, how much we have to rest in a day, and that, as well as we have to do a lot of shopping, which is very tiring.
All right, we have 5 minutes on the show to capture it all.
All right, so we have a lot to talk about. So let's start with the preparation. So the outfit is the most important thing. You know, we always get stressed out about it. So one thing I would always say is make sure that the outfit is very comfortable for us to wear. So that's important. So you know, more than, you know, a big designer name or you know, what is really in style today, more than anything else, what's important is that it's comfortable to wear. You can walk in it comfortably. That's really important.
And moreover, I think the color also, if you are
right,
not
so
very
you would
happy with the
know,
color,
you know, what really suits you, what does not suit you. So really go with your gut instinct is what I would say. The other thing is also do not break your bank. A good outfit does not have to be very expensive. And I can tell you, you know, quite honestly, truth bomb here, the outfit that I wore for my international Miss pageant, I ordered it off of Amazon for $100.
There you go.
Because that's what I had the budget for. So it was not a designer outfit. I just got it off of Amazon. But it's really about how comfortable it is on you, how well fitted it is, you know, so it's comfortable to wear and you carry it on the stage. So that's really what
very
matters.
important.
Now the other thing when it comes to prep is a lot of people start going on a hunger strike right before the pageant. That is a very negative thing to do. It takes away the glow from your face. It makes you weak and tired. On pageant day, or you know, like the International Miss or the Mrs. Earth, which are multiple day pageants, they are going to be very strenuous and very stressful. So if you are not up in your health game, you can faint on the stage, right? So you don't want to be fasting. You do not want to go on a hunger strike right before your pageant.
And don't be on heels all the time.
Exactly. Pack a pair of foldable flats and always change up whenever you need to. Eat very healthy food. That is something I always stress on. Not just for pageants, but even otherwise. But in especially for pageants, lots of fresh fruits, vegetables, lots of antioxidants flooding the body. That is going to show up on your face more than the facial you do or the makeup you have. That's very important.
So diet and dress, the DDs are covered. Anything else? Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah.
You
and
tell us.
Most of the people who will be participating for the first time have so many questions that how many dresses we have to carry and where we have to stay. Do we have a hotel room if they are traveling from outside, not from New Jersey? So those things, what you suggest?
I would definitely say stay in touch with your pageant director and make sure you have all your questions answered well ahead of time. Ask for a written communication because a lot of times if you're chatting and things like that, there can be miscommunication. So ask for written communication on what the agenda is going to be and plan accordingly. Always have backup outfits, and if you have a multi-day pageant, always have a few extra outfits like a cocktail dress and things like that. You may just you know, go out for dinner, you may just have a cocktail hour. Yes, exactly. Or a contestant meeting.
Oh boy. And those fashion police, you know, we have those problems on stage.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, this dress can tear, but
it's always a great thing to have a backup. Absolutely.
Yes.
And another thing, I think what girls we all face, that we are stressful because we see all the people with nice dresses, nice hairstyle, and we will be practicing for the walk, and then we will be stressing out. What will be your message? You give them the positive message that everybody is friend here. We have equal strength, though we are here at pageantry, but at the same time we are here to learn and to accept many things. Crown is not the only thing that you are gonna get, but at the same time you can, like I made you a friend and we are going on and on. So these kind of things, if you have a very positive attitude towards the pageantry, I think it will be very nice experience for you. So what do you say about it?
So that you brought up a very interesting point, Jyoti. So when we go to a pageant, one thing we get stressed out about is, oh my God, her outfit is super nice. Oh my God, I love her hair. So what you have to understand is when the judge is judging, they're not judging you against somebody. They are judging you for you. So you are only scored on what you are and what you bring to the stage, right? So make sure you always remember that, and that's very important. Be yourself. Put your best personality forward and always think about a very positive thoughts. Those thoughts, if you have positive thoughts, the positive energy always shows through on the stage as well. And help each other. I mean, I know it's a competition, but then, you know, it's not.
But remember, there is miscongeniality. You could win that.
That's true.
And it's always a nice thing to be nice. No
Yeah.
reason needed.
Yeah.
No reason is. And the last, I think the very last thing, when you get interviewed, you have questions, you again get stressed out. So many people, they artificially talk, which looks really weird. So
Yeah.
give them a good message
Absolutely.
that speak from the heart, which
Yeah.
which is gonna show up your
Jyoti,
strength. rather
are you
than-
asking her or you already? I think she's
She's
ready.
ready. She's ready. Yes,
Oh
exactly.
my God,
She's
I'm not
ready.
I'm just, that's what I think, but I want to
Absolutely.
hear
No,
from you as well.
You covered it very well, and that is the truth.
I think Jyoti's ready.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. She is ready. So when you have an interview session and you are, so the idea of the interview is not to stump you on economics or politics and things like that. Most of the time it's going to be a question that's about you.
Right.
So make
Yeah.
sure you understand, why you came to the pageant, what your
Right.
background is, understand that first. And when you're speaking, try not to fake who you are, because
Right.
that shines through very
Yeah,
easily.
very-
The
yeah.
judges are seasoned people and they can easily see through fake answers. So if you're somebody who does not really like animals, don't tell them about your time at the dog shelter, because they will know you're faking
Very
it.
true.
So just be you, let your personality shine through, because that's the real idea of the pageant, is
Yeah.
to show who you are.
And the same thing I would say, that you are well dressed, you came out nice on the stage, you did all the performances very right, but at the end of the day, when the question comes out, most of the time, whatever we have done so far goes to very negative. So that attitude, what Kamini is saying, I think we all have to follow that. That should be the strength. That's gonna be really a part where you can stand and you can win the crown.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
also, Jyoti, continue watching our shows, because this is the first show and it's the first ever pageant talk show happening. You're going to get tips in every show, on
yeah.
every segment. Today we are summarizing with Kamini, but we'll bring her back for the Fab Fitness. We have other contestants, winners who will
that's
talk
great
about.
to know.
So please do watch, continue watching, because you're going to learn a lot how to present yourself
Yeah.
in pageantry. So I hope all of you watching there also learned a little bit. And thank you, Jyoti. Good
Thank
luck
you.
with your pageant and continue watching our show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling me, and thank you, Juhi. Thank you, Kamini.
Thank you for
Good luck.
coming, and good luck.
Thank you.
Are you the title holder or aspiring to be one? Are you exceptional without exception? Let's walk through this journey of Captured with Crown with me on Mana TV, coming to you shortly at your place.